Hi everyone, it's Tatyana from Tatyana's Everyday Food and welcome back to my kitchen. My mango mousse cake has been a huge hit with you guys, so today I wanted to show you another fruity alternative. I'll be making a strawberry mousse cake with a strawberry sponge cake base, creamy, dreamy strawberry mousse, and top it all off with a sliced strawberry garnish and strawberry jello. That sounds so good. Let's get started and I'll show you how to make it. I'm going to start things off by preparing my strawberry sponge cake. So I brought 3 large eggs up to room temperature and I've measured out 1/3 cup of white granulated sugar. I'm going to add my eggs and sugar into my mixer bowl. And I'm going to whisk the two together on high speed for about 7 to 8 minutes until I have a very voluminous and fluffy mixture, and it should be almost white in color. And so I have 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, and to that I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And just combine the two together. I transferred my egg mixture into a glass bowl to show you guys the volume that you need. It's really light and fluffy. It's perfect for the sponge cake. And now it's time to add the dry ingredients. So I'm going to use a fine mesh strainer and add a little bit of flour at a time. And then you want to fold gently but thoroughly, just scraping through the bottom of the bowl with every turn. You want to make sure you get all that flour incorporated, but the eggs need to stay really light and fluffy. I have all my flour folded in, and now it's time to add my strawberries. So I have about 3/4 cup of diced strawberries. I'm going to sprinkle them in. I'm also going to add a splash of vanilla, about 1/2 teaspoon. Pour that in. And then just gently fold the strawberries into the cake batter. And now it's time to get this cake batter in the oven. So today I'm using a 9-inch springform pan and I've lined the bottom with parchment paper. You want to use the same pan that you'll be assembling your mousse cake in. So I'm going to transfer all my cake batter right into the pan. And this already smells so good. I love that fresh strawberry and vanilla flavor. Just take a spatula and gently spread the batter to the edges. And then this is going to go into my preheated oven, which I have set at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. It's going to bake for about 18 minutes or until the top is nice and golden brown. While I'm waiting for my cake to bake, I'm going to get started on my strawberry mousse base. So I have about 2.5 cups of fresh strawberries. I'm going to drop them into my food processor. And to that, I'm going to be adding about 1 teaspoon of strawberry emulsion. You can also use strawberry extract for this. It's going to add lots of strawberry flavor. And I'm going to add about 1 cup of sweetened condensed milk. And this is going to taste so great in our mousse. All right, and then I'm going to just pulse this all together until I have a smooth puree. Just going to pour that back into my bowl and set it aside for now. Also, while I'm waiting for my cake to bake, I'm going to get started on my strawberry garnish. So I'm going to slice my strawberries. You want nice large strawberries for this part. So for the top, for the garnish, I'm going to be using these flat pieces, and then the end pieces I'm just going to use in my mousse cake. I have my cake cooling, and now I'm going to get started on the second half of my mousse. So I have 2 cups of very cold heavy cream, and I'm going to pour that into my mixer bowl. And to that, I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of white granulated sugar. And I'm going to whisk the whipped cream and sugar together until I get a really light and fluffy whipped cream. And to my whipped cream, I'm going to add in my whipped cream cheese. I have 12 ounces here, and I've softened it at room temperature. So it's going to mix in with the whipped cream really easily. And then I'm going to whisk this for a few minutes until it's well combined. And look at this mixture, it's really light and fluffy. And now I'm ready to add in my strawberry puree. I'm going to pour this right over my whipped cream and cream cheese mixture. And grab my spatula and gently fold it all together. And then I'm going to add in some diced fresh strawberries. And this way you have lots of texture and lots of fresh strawberry flavor. Fold that in. And now for the final ingredients. So into a small saucepan, I'm going to pour in a 1/4 cup of water. And I'm going to sprinkle in 2 packets or 1/2 ounce of unflavored gelatin. Now you could also dissolve this in the microwave, or you could do it on the stovetop. And this is the brand I'm using, just unflavored gelatin. I'm going to give this a stir take it over to the stovetop and just cook it until it's completely dissolved. All right, so I have my gelatin dissolved. I'm gonna pour that right over my mousse. Pour it right in there and use a spatula to fold it all in. I'm gonna pour my prepared strawberry mousse right over the top. Just use a spatula and spread it evenly to the edges, just like that. That looks so beautiful. Before I place my cake into the refrigerator, I'm gonna work on my strawberry garnish. So I'm gonna use my sliced strawberries and just place them around the edges and then work my way in. And now my cake is ready to go into the refrigerator. I'm gonna let it chill for about an hour before coming back to add my final strawberry jello layer. And now for my strawberry jello. So today I'm using a 6-ounce package of strawberry flavored gelatin, and to that I'm gonna add 1 cup of boiling water and whisk this around until it's completely dissolved. Now for this particular recipe, I'm adding only half of the water as instructed on the package. So instead of 2 cups, I'm adding just 1 cup because I want the jello layer to be really nice and firm. Next, I'm gonna add in 1 cup of ice water. And I add the ice to ensure that this jello mixture cools completely because I don't want it to dissolve the mousse. Just stir that around until the ice is completely dissolved. All right, and now I'm gonna pour the jello over the top of my strawberries. Now before you add the jello, you wanna make sure that the mousse is completely set. Otherwise, once you start adding the jello layer, it might dissolve and kind of blend together. So just top it off. And then this is gonna go back into the refrigerator until that jello layer is completely set. All right, my cake is set in the refrigerator overnight, and now it's time to take it out of the pan. So for this step, I recommend grabbing a flat spatula, and I'm gonna run it along the edge of the cake to release it from the pan. Look at that, that looks so gorgeous. And that's all, guys, for my strawberry mousse cake. All I have left to do now is dig in and enjoy this cake. This is so creamy and delicious. I love that you get so much of that strawberry flavor. From the garnish on the top to the strawberry jello, the strawberry mousse, and that sponge cake, all that combined together just tastes amazing. If you're a strawberry lover, you have to give this cake a try. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video recipe, and if you do make it, don't forget to share with me on Instagram. I always love to see you guys' creations. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.